we left it 2 weeks ago, last session, after a stressful situation where they ran away from the farm after shooting Boris in the back. They decided not to go back to Tourec, so they have no idea if the captain is still alive. There's no doctor there now, and Angelica seems to have stolen their original vehicle. But in the true sense of the apocalypse, they decided to do one better or one worse. They stole Boris and Casper's Jeep. The only problem with Boris and Casper's Jeep is it only had 15 litres of fuel. But our intrepid... Can we say heroes? No, not heroes. Our intrepid survivors decided to make their way away from the farm as quickly as they possibly could, driving into the night, where they got lost, almost running in to some Soviet troops that seemed to be moving towards Tourec, not wanting to entangle themselves any further, seemingly maybe not worrying about their lost captain in Tourec as the Soviet troops head in. They head along the road south of the large town of Konin. Unfortunately, they got a little bit more lost, went a little bit off-road, banged the UAZ 469 Jeep against a lock. And that is when the stress hit the leader of our fine survivors, Lieutenant Parker. After banging his head, I think, on the dashboard, jumps out of the Jeep, swears a bit, and just goes and lays down into the grass. And as his erstwhile survivor friends, the non-commissioned officers who know the struggles that a second lieutenant or second lieutenant for our Americans, and how it is a learning experience, and without them he is, of course, nothing. And he needs to learn that he needs to rely on them just a little bit more. This is where our tale will begin this evening. But before we jump back to our intrepid survivors, we just kind of look to our right in the town of Tourec. A cart being led by a horse moves into the town, into the square. You can see a young Polish girl climbs off, walks over to Casper's bar, and says to Casper, "I got Boris. He's been shot, but he's alive. I got your parts as well." "Boris is alive? Good. What about the Americans?" "They left. I don't know where they went." And as they talk, the camera kind of pans just a little bit over, and you see in the bar Ivanka just rubbing down, and hearing that Boris got shot, there was a slight smile upon her face. And she turns to a figure in the shadows, and they just kind of converse quietly. And we'll leave Tourec for now. Maybe one day our intrepid survivors will head back there, picking up their captain perhaps. Or maybe on these strange roads, these strange tracks, these strange fields, they'll meet Boris again. Who knows? The future is very, very fluid. And we return back to our camping companions. Grayson and Kobe asleep in the UAZ, trying to, get comfortable. Doddy on watch, because he had some sleep as they were travelling. And Doddy, no fire lit. You're sat in the front of the car, your weapon ready with the door open, the cold air was keeping you awake during the night. You glance over and you see Lieutenant Parker just lying down in the grass. He looks asleep. He's using his backpack as a pillow. And
how warm is it?
It's this summer. It's warm enough. It's warm enough. He's okay. He's in his full fatigues.
Yeah.
You can smell him from here, so it's okay. There's nothing going on. And you are there. It's early hours of the morning, and you hear in the distance, not close, and you grab Kobe's night vision goggles, just putting them on and just scanning, and you don't see anything close enough to you, but you do hear in the distance a vehicle possibly driving on the road, heading towards the bridge over the river, you think, in that general direction. And it kind of just phases out of your hearing range. And again, taking the goggles off, you readjust to the early morning and maybe take a deep breath, happy that you didn't have to wake your companions, happy that you had this moment of peace. And for you, pre-war, this time of the morning was the time when you were just getting up, thinking about the animals, thinking about the farm, thinking about maybe your family tucked safely and warm in bed before all the chaos, before all the nightmares, before all the disasters. And the sun rises over the area you're in. You can see some trees as the sun breaks over. A little bit of cloud in the sky. Maybe a chance of rain a little bit later, but you think it's going to be okay for now. Another warm day in Poland. You see Lieutenant Parker just starting to stir. The sunlight is now kind of shining right down into his eyes. And again, your companions behind you in the back of the Jeep start to stir as morning is here. And once again, we take a day and we survive. What's the plans, gentlemen? Kobe, Parker, and Grayson, you slowly wake up. Dottie is there as you look over, keeping watch. Now, Dottie, you are going to need to sleep at some point. If you're going to be traveling, you might need to take a shift of sleeping. But you know the first thing you need to do is to get some food, get some drink, and assess the damage as the UAZ hit this tree stump. And you see it there. Yeah, doesn't look too serious.
That's good.
And as you just see the engine, the keys were in the ignition. You kind of just turn the key and you just see the fuel gauge is not quite on empty, but it's getting very, very close. You all awake.
Hey, good morning, gentlemen.
Is it though?
Welcome to another day in paradise.
So, Dottie, where are the Ruskies?
I only heard movements over by the river. Just one vehicle, so, well, they're no chasing us anyway. But we do want to be extra careful going at any bridges that we might be attending to today.
Yeah.
Parker, you are a little bit away from the group on the ground, but you hear talking as you are now awake.
Yeah.
What are you doing? Because you said you are a little bit away from them. You kind of slept on the grass under the stars last night. The stress of leadership and command probably weighing a little bit on your mind.
Hey, anybody see the LT?
Mr. Parker's over there.
Yeah, I kind of get up, blinking the sleep out of my eyes a little bit, and look back towards the Jeep. Make my way over there, and I kind of sullenly say to Rick, "What's the damage, Rick?"
I take a look.
Okay, nothing too serious. You've dented the front. You haven't broken the suspension. It just in the darkness, because one light is all you had. One headlight was all you had, and you just caught it. It was 1 in a million tree trunks that were there. There's some trees around you. And this is one that somewhere along the line had been chopped down or been destroyed, and just that stump just caught the Jeep and just made you slam your heads into the dashboard. But it looks okay. You know, Doddy's a fairly good mechanic, so you're pretty certain he could check the engine out and do other such things. But you know, from a visual look, no obvious damage to the vehicle itself that's going to stop it moving.
Yeah, it's just character. We're good.
Okay, and I kind of get into the back of towards the back of the Jeep. I'll pull out the ration packs. I kind of look at them, count them. I got 5. I hand one to Dodd.
Knock off 1 water and 1 food, please, from each of you. Doddy hasn't got any, so you're going to have to knock off.
Yeah, so I'll take 2 from mine then.
Okay, yeah. As the rations and water is handed over.
I think some slugs were using you as a racetrack when you were sleeping last night. Look at the state of you. You're covered in slime.
Yeah. Least of my worries, I think.
Yeah, well, thanks for these, eh?
Oops.
We'll have to get something. We can't keep going for long, eh? We'll have to find, no. We can't drink river water anyway. Didn't fancy that much. At least boil it or something, but a fire's going to be tricky.
While we're all eating our rations and such, I ask, like, how is everybody else doing? Dottie, you're out, but Kobe, are you good? LT?
I'd be better if we were further away from this place.
Doddy, your head has stopped hurting, but you still have a red mark on your forehead, on your back of your head where you've got clubbed. So you can feel it there, but yeah. Through that short hair, you can see that little red mark.
Did we get any recovery during sleep?
Yes, you get a full shift. So yeah, you get one health point back, and 1 stress point back if you took any stress.
Okay.
But you kind of are there eating and checking your equipment, looking in your...
So get the map out, see if I can figure out exactly where we are.
You pretty much know where you are. Yes, you are where the UAZ is. You can picture up. You know you're south of Conan. You know roughly that this was where the Soviets were approaching last night, and you basically went hell for leather this way. Hence the slight crash and the damage. But you also know
heard a vehicle to the north.
Probably to the northwest.
Was I able to determine what type of vehicle it was? Was it a big diesel engine? Was it a light? Was it a light farmer fuel type?
It was definitely fueled by alcohol because we
can smell it from here.
Well, it makes any sort of engine sound a little bit more rougher. Because some of these vehicles aren't designed to run on alcohol fuel, and finding a petrol station for gasoline and diesel is an absolute miracle. Most of it was stripped from the advance in the fighting.
But the Russian vehicles aren't running on that, are they?
Yes, a lot of the Russian vehicles are still running on alcohol. Your UAZ is running on alcohol.
Okay.
It's only vehicles. The only vehicles that really can't be run on alcohol is aircraft and helicopters.
I don't know. I don't know what it was. It was too far away. I couldn't really tell very much, but I heard it rumble. So, aye, it was only one vehicle though.
Yeah, one vehicle. Didn't sound like a tank. You didn't hear sprockets rattling on the roads. Probably a wheeled vehicle of some description. Definitely not a tractor. You know it wasn't a tractor.
Really that?
Yeah.
So do we
head back for the bridge at Colo? Yeah.
Or Colo?
Well, you've got two choices. You could get on the road and head to Kolo. You could, if you want to, go to Konin, or you can head along the river and try and cross on the road and try and cross the river. That gets you closer to the German border. But you do need fuel, you do need food, and probably supplies. I think your ammunition is okay at the moment. But yeah.
Do we have enough fuel to get to Kolo?
Well, that's a question you ask for the mechanic.
Do we have enough fuel to get to Kolo?
Well, if we get to Konin, it seems to be off major roads. Maybe its resources haven't been depleted quite as much. They're not on any major routes.
You figure you probably, well, Dottie will tell you probably can't go far with the fuel you've got left. Each of these hexes is 10 kilometers from straight edge to straight edge. Your UAZ has a fuel consumption of 4 on its alcohol fuel per hex. If you're traveling across country, that will be 8 fuel consumption because it takes more fuel to go across country, and you have 3 liters of fuel left. So you need to find something a little bit closer. So you are going to have to probably spend some time scrounging the area, scrounging the hex, which means staying in this location for a good few hours and seeing what comes up.
Unless we ditch the vehicle.
Empty jerry cans.
Nope.
Fuel.
I mean, this is a populated area.
Looks like we're having a bit of difficulty with Discord at the moment. I'll be right with you. Just wait for Discord to catch up. I'm not going to risk it, but it looks like
For us to do right
Here we
now.
go, we're back.
Okay, welcome back. Okay.
Yeah, but we also have nothing to trade.
I didn't say anything about trading.
Do you? I mean, what have you got in your equipment? What's in your backpacks that you've got to trade?
Bullets.
What else have you got? I mean, you've got your everything will have a value.
We've got skills.
Got skills, yeah. I mean, for some reason, Parker, you've got a chemical agent detector in the back of your backpack,
and night vision goggles. No, we've already got a set of them. So
you have 2 sets of night vision. Well, Kobe has one, and you have one. You don't have any spare weapons or equipment, I don't think.
Nope.
Yeah, I mean, you've got some gear.
And the choices are: we go scavenge the area, or we head to Konin. See if we can find something there.
We're not going to make it to Conan. Not in the Jeep.
We can get some of the way.
You could get some of the way into possibly this hex, into this area, maybe get into these woods and find a place to hide. But then you got to go across the river yourself on foot. Or find a boat to cross the river.
Oh, Konin's this side of the river, isn't it?
Sorry, Koning's this side. Sorry, yes, sorry, I was Koto there. Yeah, or you've got Koning, you can get across into the forest, and you could then walk some of the way. You may get
You could hide.
But,
hide the Jeep in the forest south of Konin. Make our way into the town from there. See if we can find any fuel.
All right.
If we do wind up driving the Jeep until the fuel runs out, we won't have to worry about anybody stealing it until we can get it refueled.
Oh, I mean, by the time we get into those woods and find a place to park it, nobody's going to be able to steal it. So, unless they bring their own gas. But we should probably still screen it.
Well, we should hide it because people would take it apart.
Right.
For spares, I suppose.
Valuable enough.
I don't like.
So that's what we're doing?
Yeah, I think so. I don't want to leave We're a bit exposed out here, a bit too close to the Russians, I think.
What do you
Agreed.
think? What do you think the chances of us being able to secure a better vehicle in Conan? That way we could strip this and take it for spares and trade.
Well, it's possible, but I'd rather not strip this until we know for sure.
Aye. Well,
Okay, could we have one of you, whoever is probably the one that's been talking the least, who's probably on watch, so we'll say it's Kobe. Kobe, can you make a recon roll, please? You can have +1, though, because your group are there, so they do give you some ears.
Okay.
Nice. Okay. You are kind of eyes and ears kind of drawn off to your right. You heard something. You heard a snapping of a twig near a tree. There's a couple of trees off to your right. You heard a snapping of a twig. You kind of just cock your ear a little bit. And there's definitely something over there behind the tree, but you can't kind of see what it is.
I'm going to, I guess, open and close one of my ammunition pouches so it makes that Velcro noise.
Yeah.
Kind of the Velcro signal. And am I within eye contact of any of the other team members? Or
Oh yeah, you're all kind of around the bonnet of the vehicle where you've got the map spread out. So they're all there. It's just their eyes were, because they were quite heavily talking, were focused more on the map, whereas you were glancing at the map, seeing what they were saying, and just keeping an eye out. Because you are the most rested. Grayson had sleep as well, and the LT had sleep, but Doddy was up on watch all night, so he's kind of just there, and but you click your Velcro pouch, and you the rest of you guys hear him just tear his Velcro pouch just open a little bit, which in the past he's done when
yeah, don't
attention.
And then point over in that direction, and I'll start to sneak.
Okay.
Or make my way quietly in that direction.
And as I see him heading off there, I kind of point the other side of the tree and point to Rick.
Okay, right. Make a recon roll, please, Kobe, as you try and sneak over.
Yay.
So with
And UAZ did great with that recon.
UAZ did great, yeah, it's amazing, isn't it?
Did it?
Throw token.
How the heck?
Oh, you haven't got a token. No, we're on the map. Yes. Unclick the UAZ. Unclick the UAZ. No, you stealthily and make your way, approaching the trees. Gun ready, or is it raised and aimed in front of you? I mean, if you have to fire, and it's going to be probably a quick shot if something jumps out at you.
I'm not gonna. It's not gonna be aimed and ready. It'll be kind of pointed in the right direction, but I don't want to be focused. I want my peripheral.
Yeah. Okay. And as you kind of step over towards the tree, you see just a little dog's head, a mutt. Looks like it's quite scrawny, quite. Yeah, but it's kind of looking at you. And you can see it's quite thin. Probably hasn't eaten in a while.
Not much meat on him.
Not much meat on him, but you all now can see this dog just kind of stepping out from the trees. It's grey, white. I'll tell you what. There we go. I'll put a little image on there for you. Scrawny, happy, hungry.
Oh.
Just kind of looks at you.
I'll crouch down. Hey, guy. I don't have much to feed you, but I'll give you a little affection if you like. Pat your head.
The three of you can see this dog, and Doddy, your kind of first thought is wild dog, rabies. Was wiped out, but is it safe?
Kobe.
Just a little poochie.
The last time we took in a stray, she stole our vehicle.
And I'm gonna check the dog, and if I don't know if I'm allowed to say, but I don't think this one's the same kind of bitch. We can edit that out later, I suppose.
Okay, you can see no frothing at the mouth, no cuts around the face area. It's just a little bit scrawny looking.
Best case, it's a guard dog. Worst case, it's more food.
We're not eating the dog. Come on.
For you, Doddy, there are farms in this area. It's more than likely a farm dog rather than a town dog, because of where you are. There's villages, there's farms around here, there's small villages around here.
This dog will survive much better on its own than it will with us, and it doesn't know us.
Dottie. We find its master. We bring it home. Maybe they're grateful. Maybe they help us out. They give us a little information. Tell us what's around here.
Okay, Kobe,
use the friends.
Can you make a persuasion roll to try and pet the dog? You said you were going to try and pet the dog, so make that persuasion roll.
I'm just wondering if it's going to be on me or not. I hope so. We'll see.
If you're not clicked on a token, it should be on you.
No.
Again? Oh, okay. I'm sorry. You're right.
Yeah, you just got to press escape and click it. That's okay. It's still your stats. It's kind of.
I know what I need to do.
The guy just walks past you, heading towards the UAZ, and just doesn't seem to want you to pet it. And it's kind of.
It's gonna befriend Dodd.
It kind of again starts coming over towards you, Parker. You being the closest one by there. Maybe you can see that the MRE ration is still only partially consumed, and it's on the bonnet of the hood bonnet of the UAZ.
Keep hold of your food, Mr. Parker. Look, keep hold of your food. Don't you let it get it, little bugger. It's just going to jump up there and snatch it right off. Forever. Bloody thing. Go on, away with you, beast.
Yeah. I don't know. I just smile at Dodd as he's kind of doing that, and I'll break a little bit of my ration, whatever it is.
Okay,
just gotta hand it down to him.
Bit of dry beef.
We don't need something else to take care of.
Yeah.
Okay.
We can barely take care of ourselves.
Well, I'm hoping that this thing actually has some talent.
Okay. Can you make a persuasion roll now?
Oh, probably
with
not.
With +1 because you fed it.
+1.
Yeah, it's going to be following you and eating your food.
Nice.
We got a dog!
Okay.
Ridiculous.
it kind of comes up and it starts eating the food, and it kind of nudges against you. And yes, you have this dog here.
Yeah.
It's your responsibility, LT.
Well done, Mr. Parker. Now you've got dog hair to go with your slug slime.
Hey, LT.
I mean, at least there'd be one person in the party that'll actually fucking listen to me.
Thank you to my daughter for pulling this.
Yay! Well done.
Oh, LT. We should probably name it Pies.
All right. What is
I
that
think
then?
that's Polish for dog.
Pies it is.
I'm just gonna call it taco.
Lunch, eh? Future lunch. Okay, well, it kind of again nudges your leg, you know,
Yeah.
as dogs do.
Yeah. I'll
Okay,
pet it a bit. Pet it a bit.
okay, yeah, it's staying quite close to you.
Yeah.
Kind of looks at
cheered
Doddy
Parker up
and,
a little
yeah.
bit.
Yes. But, yeah, see, Kobe, if you'd have given him some food, then maybe you might have had that 1+1 to Cecilia being your friend, but now it's Parker's friend.
I mean, to be fair, it's the only thing that Parker's got a reasonable chance of doing is persuasion.
He's the LT. He
It's
needs
the
a
only
friend.
thing Parker has left.
He's found something positive.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so the dog is there, and yes, you kind of finish your meager MRE meal and give it a little bit more of whatever it was that's there. And so what's the plan then? How are you going about this?
Right, we're gonna head north. I think we have to lose the truck in the forest, and we'll go into Conan and have a look around, shall we?
Sounds good.
Solid plan as any.
Okay. Well, you know, from I think the pre-war information I said last week that Conan did have a fairly largish population pre-war. How it's fared since, you don't know. Where are we? Let's have a look. Calais. No, see, none of you guys, when you were heading toward you would have come down. The American advance was down this way through Jaracin, Plesieux, and then across into Calais here. So you didn't know Conan. The German forces, you think, came in on the north part of this approach. Hence why they are, to the last of your intelligence details, up in the northern part of the area. But okay, so you board up, bunk onto the vehicle. You see, who's going in? Who's driving?
I'll
I
drive.
guess Rick. Yeah.
Okay, Rick's driving. Who's going in the front with him?
Not the dog.
I think. Well, if the
Kobe.
LT's
I mean,
in
if
back,
Kobe. Yeah, I'll go in there. I don't mind that. Yeah. I'll be chauffeured around.
Okay, so Kobe gets in the front, leaving Dodd and Lieutenant Parker and the dog. And jumps in there. As soon as you climb in, he jumps in the back with you, and kind of lies down right by your feet. And he seems,
My only friend in the world.
yeah, could well be. At least you'll remember
Dottie's
this
going
one.
to try to sleep. He ain't going to talk to you during the way, so
Which is probably for the best.
Well,
I guess.
sleep, you say?
He's going to be telling me off.
Okay. Right. Okay. So let's have a driving roll from Rick.
I believe in you.
Yep.
No.
Oh, nice. Okay, you managed to take the UAZ away from the trunk without doing the tree trunk without doing any more damage. You turn and get back onto the road where you know your fuel consumption will be much better, and you start heading up the road you're on north. And ahead you can see, after about 15-20 minutes of driving, you can see the road splits left and splits right, which is the Poznan to Kolo road. And as you are driving, you see that there is a vehicle. It is half off the road. Looks like it went straight over the junction and there must be some sort of ditch to the other side of the road because it's kind of like that.
Ooh.
With its rear end in the air. Back wheel is free, not spinning, but it's free floating. It's in the air, whereas the front wheel looks like it went straight over. But yes, you can see, and it is an old. I say old. This is the year 2000. It is an M151 American Jeep.
Oh.
Not a Russian vehicle. It's like the modern version of the old World War II Jeep.
Yeah.
Many modifications and redesigns going through, but it's basically the same shape. Let's see.
Kobe, tell him to get ready.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll do the double bang on the back of the Jeep.
Yep. I'll wake Dodd.
Okay, I've put something there for you to have a look at. Click the image button.
We don't see the image button.
Yeah, it just says see the image, but I can't click it.
Oh, right, okay, hang on. All right, 2 seconds.
What's up, Mr. Parker?
Maybe trouble.
Aye.
Try now.
Get ready.
Oh, it's not doing it, is it? Okay.
Don't stress.
No. I've done this. I was trying to be careful and sneaky, and obviously my skill at Foundry needs improving. So we'll use that one. That's the other one I had.
Mr. Parker, you do realise
Okay.
you're going to have to train that dog, don't you?
Oh, there we go. Nice.
Maybe he's already trained. Have you thought about that?
Oh, it makes your
There
job
we go.
easy then.
As you can see, the front is in the ditch. It's still a bit away from you, and you can see the rear wheels are in the air. So it looks like it's gone over the road and in the ditch. And you can just see a little bit of smoke or steam or something from the front.
I will pull us up maybe
Might be some
20
fuel.
meters away,
Okay, yeah.
stop the UAZ and turn it off,
Bless you, Ange.
and then
I'd like to.
get out of the UAZ and unshoulder my gun.
Okay, yeah. You grab your gun and you can see the Jeep there. What are the
I'd
rest
like
of you
to
doing?
scan the area if possible. Just
Yeah.
see if there's anybody.
Make a
lying
recon
in
roll.
wait. We'll see if it's me or the Jeep that does it. I hope me
Yeah.
this time. I think I may have figured out a way. I'm glad to do it because I'm testing this anyways.
Oh,
Beautiful.
Ooh.
Oh,
Beautiful roll. God,
Wasn't Fat Kobe this time.
yeah, you're getting all these great rolls now.
This happened last week, if you recall.
Yeah,
And it went
rolls
rapidly
early.
downhill.
it did go rapidly
bullseye
downhill.
on the air.
Okay, so you scan left and right. In the distance towards the opposite way towards past Conan and towards the river, you do see some buildings, but they look like they've been wrecked. Not fairly close, but no evidence of anyone around there. You don't see any people. Glancing to the right road towards Colo, yeah, you can see there's a few holes. The road is fairly damaged. It's definitely seen some heavy vehicles over it. Maybe not recently, but you can't see anyone into the distance that way. Scanning ahead of you and past the ditch, you can see trees are starting to be there as it goes further on into a more thicker wooded area, which is, the woods from the map south of the town of Conan, but it's quite thinner area here. But as you go further north, you can see it rapidly gets thicker. You can see you can see some marks within the dirt and mud, possibly tracks of some sort going towards the woods. And that's what you get
I
from
don't
your
see
impressions.
anybody in the area, but possible that they just headed also towards Conan.
Or at least into the woods.
And if Dottie's up and around,
I think everyone will be up and around.
The vehicle? Could this have been the vehicle you heard earlier?
Aye, maybe.
Possibly, yes. I said you can see there is. It looks like steam, probably from the radiator, that you can see. So that would indicate that the engine was running for a while, maybe after it crashed.
Can I go up to the thing? I'm going to unscrew the fuel cap and have a sniff.
Okay. Smells like alcohol fuel.
Do we have
Correct.
like a jerry can and a
Hose.
tubing in the UAZ?
You probably don't have a jerry can in there, but you've probably got tubing in there, because there was we got in.
Mm-hmm.
Is there anything on the Jeep?
Is there a
maybe?
jerry can in that Jeep?
I'll look in the back or on the back. Yeah.
Cover on him.
No, there is no jerry can. But as you're looking at it, you can see it has a radio in it. And Croy, are we playing music at the moment?
We are. Aye.
Could you just pause the music a second?
Absolute perfect timing. Yes.
Excellent. And I am hopefully, and I've got to really hope this works.
This is a full multimedia
We're doing the full
experience. We're going
multimedia experience.
Oh,
I've put a pop-up there with a link on it. If you all play it, and I think Doddy plays it, the stream should hear it. But just click where it says radio.
19, 21, 29, 15, 14, 3, 15, 13, 16, 18, 9, 13, 9, 19, 5, 4, 9, 19,
Well, I don't speak Russian or Polish, but that sounds like a repeating message.
it's Russian, right?
No, not Russian. Definitely not Russian.
Polish.
More than likely.
Okay. There's a radio in here.
Perhaps we should check the other channels of the radio LT.
Sorry, it's a minute long. There is a reason, though.
Oh, okay. Oh, no.
Oh, does it change at the end?
You're going to have to wait and see it to the end.
Well, I'm listening again.
But I don't do things by half.
No.
If only my audio mixing skills were better. Mute it if you want to. It's a minute and 20 seconds long. There is a reason for it, but you'll find out later, maybe. And at that point, the radio switches off. You can see it's on a frequency. And the radio looks damaged. And you can just see the power light. It's just Mr. Parker,
Yes.
can you, mate, an intelligence roll, just a straight intelligence roll. You can add a +1 to it because of your background.
I have succeeded.
Excellent. That definitely sounded coded, obviously.
Yep.
There were a repeat of some of the phrases. If you could hear it again, and I'll get it, and you spoke Polish, noted it down, you probably could decode it with you need some sort of reference. But that was a deliberate, you would almost put it, it's a cipher, and possibly will be maybe a number cipher, where letters are replaced by numbers.
Okay.
Because several of those phrases that the woman was reading out were definitely repeated.
The frequency that is being used, would we know?
You can see the frequency. It's a manual dial. You can see the exact frequency. And yes, your UAZ does have a radio.
Oh.
Doddy, can you make a tech roll, please?
Can the Jeep make a tech roll?
Oh, hang on. Tell you what. Hang on. Go back to the main screen. Your characters are up there. Then you can click your characters.
Yeah.
Landing page, yeah.
The landing page. That's it. You can. Yeah, just a straight tech roll, please.
All right, good to see I'm continuing my roles of continuing excellence.
Yep.
That's very good.
Okay. You can't see exactly, but you know, as this message was playing, you know, that repetitiveness kind of got you a bit bored, and you were kind of looking at the Jeep. And although you're not sure what, there's probably several things that you could scrounge off this Jeep, but it is going to involve a bit of time to do it.
I have a specialization in scrounging.
Excellent. That's good. So again, you having the specialization, yeah, you definitely figure there's tires that you could take, there's spare parts. You could even take some of the radio, because the radio looks knackered, and get some parts out of the radio to give you some spare parts. And basically in this game, you can collect vehicle spare parts, electronic weapons, electronic spare parts, weapon spare parts, and you can use those to either repair your own equipment or use it to jury rig or manufacture your own equipment as well. So as well as food and water, things that you can do. I mean, the tires, for example, the two back tires, they spin freely. You could definitely get those off, and they would probably fit on the UAZ. But you're going to need some time to get it, and there's probably fuel in the tank as well.
I think the fuel is the priority.
Yeah.
Hey, Grayson, there's a nice chopping axe right below where the driver sits on the outside. It's all camouflage there.
Yep, there is an axe there.
Item. Good trading item.
How long will it take to strip down, do you think?
It will take a little bit of time. You know, it depends on how.
It's just that we're a bit exposed here on this road, and we know that.
Yeah, but you could probably move the UAZ into some of the trees ahead, and maybe have a couple of you on watch, and maybe two on watch, and two will go and do the scrounging. And maybe you can do it in half the time.
Could we do hose to hose?
You could do. I mean, you could do.
If we've got enough tubing, I'd have to pull the UAZ up. But yeah, we could siphon it.
There's probably tubing in the Jeep. You may be even able to take the fuel. If there's fuel in the fuel tank of the Jeep, you may even be able to just remove the fuel tank. You know, these are not your sophisticated civilian vehicles of the time. You know, they are just a fuel tank underneath. or a fuel tank in the back. You could probably take it off and still get some fuel. But if you wanted to siphon, you could focus on the siphoning. You could get siphoning, move the UAZ away.
That's what I was thinking.
Then tear everything else apart. Still going to take the same amount of time to do the bits, but you could focus on doing the important stuff first, which is fuel.
I don't suppose there were any rations or anything left. There's nothing else left, right, in the back of the car, just the axe at the back of the
axe. There's a tire iron as well.
Okay, that could be useful. I mean, somebody's headed off.
Yeah, Kobe, you definitely saw some possibly tracks in the dirt, the far side. Right, can you, just as you're looking around, can one of you make a recon roll, please?
I'll do it.
Okay.
Ooh.
Okay.
Close.
Yeah.
Even with the big die, I got nothing.
Even with the big
rolled
die, you
off
got
the
nothing.
10. Just
Yeah. Okay.
I'm not going to push my... Well, no, I have plenty of stress. I'll push it.
Okay.
I don't know why I'm also the UAV, but I am. And now I'm Dottie, apparently.
You got to click your own
Nothing
your own
on the
token.
push.
Nothing on the push. No. Okay.
And just make me frustrated.
Makes you a bit frustrated. Yes.
There's
So
my token.
take a point of stress.
Yeah, I did.
Excellent. Yeah. You kind of look, and it's almost maybe a bit frustrated because you couldn't find anything else, anything important like food or ammunition. But yeah. So anyone, how are you doing this? What are you going to do? Is anyone looking at the tracks? Anyone?
Yeah, because I'm interested in this person that kind of headed off towards the forest.
Okay.
I mean, it's an American.
Recon roll. Make a recon
Could
roll.
be an American.
Yep. Make a recon roll.
Okay. Let's see. Yep.
Okay, you kind of step away from the Jeep and start heading towards the tracks. And as you kind of make one step, you feel you've caught something on your foot.
Is it a landmine?
It's not a landmine, no.
And thus the game ended.
And thus the game ended. No, it is not a landmine.
Okay.
You see a piece of paper.
Oh, I kind of bend down and grab that.
I have revealed it for you. No, it's been spared in this game.
wow.
Interesting. Okay. I head back towards the rest of the crew.
It's literally just almost like a step away before you even got that. You kind of see you kind of on the foot, and God knows how no one else missed it, how everyone else missed it. But yeah, it kind of caught on your foot in the mud and the dirt, and you were just looking, and you kind of pick it up, see that, and see the tracks are still in front of you. And yes, the tracks are going in an almost easterly direction.
And it's written in English.
It is written in English, yes. It's written in pen, black pen. Looks like a ball pen. Only an officer would know that sort of thing. Yeah.
Yeah, kind of. Well, was it a Parker pen?
It could well have been a Parker pen.
Right. So, that's interesting. Okay, gone. Right. The message we're listening to, it's some kind of code. It's I don't know what it means. I can't decipher it. I don't speak Polish. But there's this message here too. Gone on foot east of the road. She can't be far. What the I mean, is it worth exploring this? I don't know.
That's entirely up to you.
I mean,
Whether it's worth exploring or not, we know that they couldn't have been far. We woke up.
yeah.
God, he heard the sounds of the Jeep being moved over, so don't think they're more than an hour or so ahead of us.
Maybe they're hurt as well. If they're hurt, they'll be traveling slower, won't they?
But in the meantime, this Jeep is too much of a find. We gotta at least get the fuel from it if we're not scrounging anything else before we head out after these mysterious people, this coded message. But, I mean, LT, if this Jeep knew to be at this frequency at this time, could be something very important. That sounds like an officership decision whether we follow it or not.
You do remember having a Jeep on the UAZ?
What? We've got the radio, you mean?
You've got a radio on the UAZ. The vehicle that Casper lent you.
Yeah.
Can you that's have a radio on it.
Tune the radio into this frequency. And I give him the frequency this radio's on.
Yep.
Yeah.
And by the way, Kobe, for your night vision goggles, it's got a battery in it, as we discussed at the end of the session. As long as you are charging it when you're charging it from the vehicle, it will recharge the battery. So it's effectively unlimited unless you lose the vehicle. Okay,
gotcha.
When's that ever going to happen?
Well, you know, anything could happen in the next 24 hours.
I've also got a radio marked in my inventory.
You have, yes. You got the Russian radio you got off of the Russian that you killed when you knifed him first in the arm and
that was a short range.
That was a short range radio, yes.
This one that's in the Jeep, is that longer range?
Yes, but it's at 25 kilometer range.
So do we now have a way of breaking up the party and communicating long distance, or is that other radio just not useful?
Yes, you could do. Doddy's got the Russian radio. You could put the frequency onto the vehicle radio, and as long as the handheld radio, I think it's got a 5 kilometer range. The vehicle radio is a bit longer because it's got access to the bigger battery of the car running, the vehicle running. So yes, you effectively got a 5 kilometer range if you put it on a frequency. But this is 2000. There's not a lot of, as we have now, the modern encryption devices. These are pretty standard, basic encryption. If the Russian radio's got any encryption, it's Russian frequencies, and the UAZ Casper's radio, it's just an old Polish radio. No encryption on it at all. But you just change the frequency, and as long as you're on the same frequency, you can talk to each other. But anyone else that randomly will be on that frequency could hear as well. But yes, you do have limited form of communications. And again,
the radio is, though, that the radio in the Jeep connected to the Jeep, right?
The radio in the Jeep is connected to the Jeep, yes.
So yeah, it's not like we can.
It's not like you
be
can
on opposite sides of a city moving in. Like somebody has to be in the Jeep to communicate with whoever has the radio. So
yes, what it will allow you to do is do a bit of sneaking and recon and radioing back.
I think I'm just wondering if Parker would know anything about this particular radio frequency that's in use, whether that would be... I don't know anything about this yet. I'm just kind of... whether or not it's used for a particular purpose by either Allied or Russian forces.
That's an interesting thing. Yes. The frequency, it's not a NATO military frequency, but it's in the band of frequencies that intelligence assets would possibly use.
Okay. So it's definitely right.
And this Jeep knew to be listening to it.
Yeah. And there's a bloody spy out there somewhere.
And there's a note, perhaps referring to a certain bitch.
I think that's a huge assumption.
It is.
Last we heard, she was heading towards like the complete opposite direction.
That's what you got told by Ivanka.
But who could trust anything?
You see Parker at that point, the dog kind of just nudges your leg.
Yeah.
Kind of sticking with you. Might make sneaking around a bit more difficult.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, let's scrounge this vehicle and get off the road.
Yeah, I think the fuel is the primary.
Okay.
You want to cover me while I do this?
Yeah.
So who is going to be working? I would suggest possibly Doddy as the mechanic. And
Doddy and Grayson will work on the truck.
I can literally have mechanic and scrounging.
Exactly.
Yeah, I'll help. I'll assist.
Yeah.
Okay, so that leaves Parker and
Kobe and I will...
on Overwatch.
Is there a little bit of higher ground that we can maybe get a better view of the area from?
I'm a tree.
It's not too far away.
No, not really. There's trees, but yeah, you'd be more exposed in the trees.
Yeah.
What you could do have is you do have the ditch that the Jeep is in, so you could move either way on the Jeep on the ditch and be able to cover one side of the road, the other side of the road, and maybe better occasionally turn and look at the woods behind you. Whatever happens, that will give you a little bit of concealment and a little bit of cover. So if anyone did come out of the woodwork and start shooting at you, at least you'd have some sort of cover.
Yeah,
you might survive a little bit more than Doddy and Grayson, who'll be exposed bending over the Jeep.
Well, I mean, I'm assuming, and I think I'll give them the order that. If anybody's coming, they do dive straight into the ditch, all right? You take cover straight away.
Oh, don't worry, I'll take cover.
Okay.
You just let me know somebody's coming.
Well, yeah. I mean, you might hear a gunshot. But sure, yeah.
Yes, as long as it's not in the direction of your companions by the Jeep, because if you remember what happened to Doddy and Michaels when he was fighting the Russian, Michaels missed his shot and almost hit Doddy.
Yes.
It was close. Anyway.
So I guess, we kind of go along the ditch a little bit. I don't know if we split up and go either side of the vehicles, so we're kind of watching both sides of the road and keeping an eye on directly ahead, because that's where we know the Russians are coming from as well. Yep. But that's the plan. Yeah.
But they were coming from the Tourec road, which is the southern road.
Yeah.
You're basically on this.
Yeah, we're on the. So each of us have got eyes either to the left or the right and straight down ahead down that road. That's what I'm thinking.
If you go back to the map, and I will put my pointer is on. So this is the road you're on this hex where the Jeep is. The tracks are leading into these woods here. So they're going slightly east into the woods. Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Right. Okay. Let's have a scrounging roll from Grayson. It's going to be a +1 because of Doddy's assistant on top of the +1 for the scrounging skill that you've got. Tick the box and then add another one.
Just two. Got it. Oh, hang on. No. +1. Plus scrounger.
Yay.
Yay.
Good job, sir.
Okay. You get the fuel out. There is 25 litres of fuel in the Jeep. So
That's
I'll add
not
that.
much, but that'll get us moving.
So I'll add into the Jeep. You're going about...
That's about a third of our capacity.
2 hours. 2 hours doing this. You also get off 2 tyres, 2 vehicle spare parts, and 2 electronic spare parts, plus the axe. And I'll add those to the UAZ's cargo capacity at the break. But you're going about 2.5, just under 3 hours doing it. You're taking the axe. I'll add the axe into your inventory in a minute then.
Okay.
Can we have from Parker and Kobe, whoever's got the just make a recon roll each actually, because you're covering different areas.
Don't mess it up. Nice.
Blimey.
I know, right?
It's all going to come crashing down, at a crucial time.
All I can say is that freaking UAZ getting those 2 successes is just that Jeep is. You were slagging it off earlier, but it is amazing.
Jeep is on fire.
The Jeep is on fire today. Okay, yes, you don't like the amount of time it's taking. to do this. But you can see they are working hard, stripping electrical components out of the radio, stripping vehicle components, vehicle spare part pieces out of the engine, taking off the 2 rear tyres. The Jeep itself is definitely not going anywhere. Front axle had actually broke, the front radiator had broke, and that was what was causing the steam. Looks like the engine cut out, but the battery for some reason kept being connected, hence the radio probably drained the battery out as well. And Doddy, you also have a look at the radio, and effectively the radio's reliability is down at 0, and it is absolutely foobarred, not repairable at all. So you just strip out components out of the radio. Those are the electronic components you get. But you take, as I said, it takes about 2.5-3 hours to get it stripped down. Getting the tyres off was an absolute pain, but a valuable commodity. Something that can be easily sold because they can be attached to pretty much any wheeled vehicle. You can even make a cart with the tyres and the wheels. But you manage to get them all off because you've got very limited tools to do it. But you don't see anything coming. You occasionally look back towards the woods, and you do see the tracks heading into the woods, Parker, and these guys do the fuel. They move the UAZ probably a bit closer to the woods.
I think maybe when they do that, I'm wondering if it might be worth a little excursion. No, because we're keeping an eye on them. No, it's all right.
Yeah, it'd be better to keep an eye on them. You need to protect them in case anything did come along.
Yep.
And the dog is pretty much sticking close to you. You know, you're in the ditch, and the dog's there with its paws over the ditch, kind of looking right lying next to you. It seems like you've got a new best friend.
Yeah. I'm going to write him as my buddy, actually. I've not got one.
You're going to write the dog as your buddy, yeah? Well, okay. that kind of works, yeah. That would work. You put your life on the line for your buddy, no problem. It could be a winner for you. So, as said,
can I put the dog as my enemy?
If you want to.
Rick doesn't like dogs for some reason. I don't know why. I love dogs. Rick doesn't like. Maybe he got bit too many times being chased by dogs. I don't know.
Yeah, possibly.
From his criminal
There was
career.
a postman in his previous.
Oh, there's criminal career. Yes, the police and the canine units.
Yeah.
That's probably what did it. Yeah. Yeah, so you don't like dogs. Okay, that's fine. So yeah, we're getting on towards. We're getting on towards 11 in the morning, and they finally start moving the final 2 tyres over. As they move the UAZ, Parker, you went over and stayed with the UAZ, covering more the forest with Kobe staying covering these guys. Yeah. They finally, and you all kind of finally move towards the UAZ, which is parked right on the edge of the woods, and you can see them throwing the wheels and the tyres into the back and the little box or bag of components. They've drained the fuel tank off of the Jeep, and you can see as the keys go on, the fuel gauge is definitely showing a little bit more than what it was before. So, getting towards midday, and you are now off the road.
Yeah.
Fairly safe.
Good job, boys.
And you didn't say anything. It's the most successful thing you've done.
I know. Apart from getting the dog.
Apart from getting the dog.
I did that for you, Jake. I got the dog for you, by the way.
We gave it a name. We got to keep it now.
The dog seems fairly friendly.
Yeah.
It doesn't seem to. I mean, Grayson doesn't seem to like the dogs, and the dog kind of sticks away from Grayson. Yeah. And now, Doddy, for you, it definitely does remind you as a farm dog.
Yeah.
It's very, very alert. It's sticking close to Parker, but it is looking around. Definitely is a working dog and not a pet. So dogs, an extra mouth to feed, but you had dogs on the farm.
I know how to train dogs.
Exactly. You know how good they can be.
Yeah. I'll be having a word with Mr. Parker about his life choices.
But he's wandering around with a rolled up newspaper all of a sudden.
Why do I feel like the whole time that Rick and Dottie were working on the Jeep, they were just bickering at each other? No, that part right there. What? No, that one.
What you mean? It's in the bonnet. No, it's a hood.
It's called the
Bonnet.
hood.
Yes.
And while that was going on,
The trunk?
Kobe and
Check the
Parker.
trunk.
Kobe and Parker were just playing ball with the dog.
Exactly. Throwing a bullet between. Here, fetch! A little stick for the wood. Fetch! They weren't watching what was going on. Yeah, everything's okay. It'll be fine. So anyway, you are now with your newfound friend.
So LT, are we following these tracks, or are we heading north into Conan like we said?
Well, we've got to go through these woods anyway, and the tracks lead that way.
Oh, I thought they were heading to the east. My bad.
They were
are
slightly east into the forest, I think.
But into this corner of this wooded area.
Oh, this corner. I was thinking
Yes.
this one down here. Okay.
You're
All right.
basically on the north side of this road.
gotcha.
So it's across there. But yeah, you know now you've seen them. The tracks are definitely leading to where you are, and you can see them quite clearly. Whoever has made these tracks, and they are fairly recent, has made no effort to conceal them. So either they're
in a hurry.
not field trained, or not, or they were in a hurry. You could kind of and to Doddy, to Kobe, and to Rick, it's almost like it was a second lieutenant that just went running into the forest with very, very minimal military skills. So yeah.
Or
Have you
something
been
was more
through here,
important.
Parker? Is this,
Harsh. Fair, but harsh.
You know what? Fuck you lot. Dog, let's go. Leave these idiots to fend for themselves.
he just takes the dog and goes walking the roads on his own trusty mutt.
Yeah.
They're in the well? Ruff, ruff, ruff. Yes, they're in the well. Okay.
List hobo.
It could work. Yes, it could work. Okay.
There's a voice that keeps on calling me, mate.
Oh.
Down the road. OSP.
Okay.
Anyway.
You have now got everything back to the vehicle. You've done a final 15, 20-minute wait, just keeping guns trained on the road, making sure that no one's seen you, not making any noise straight away, and just really covering everything that you've seen. What are you doing now? It's going now into lunchtime. So you finish off a little bit of what you left saved from your morning rations, and a little bit of the sustenance over the day.
As far as I can tell, there's somebody from NATO who's running around in the forest here. They may know where the nearest NATO forces are. Maybe we should try and find them.
Well, by scrounging the vehicle, we gave them more of a head start. Is this something we can make more time of if we actually take the Jeep in that direction?
If we try and drive it through the forest, I don't think that's a great idea, but...
No, we need to conceal the Jeep if we're going to be searching around in here. We can't... Just driving around willy-nilly looking for somebody is not the best use of our fuel, I don't think.
Besides which, it doesn't like them making any attempt to hide their tracks. I think we should be able to find them fairly easy. They're obviously in a hurry. That's how come they crashed the Jeep.
Okay, well,
Or they
you
run
can.
off the road.
Yeah, you can pull out knives. You can cut down. You've got the axe that was on the Jeep. You can cut down some bushes. You could attempt to conceal the UAZ.
Yeah.
Fairly easily. You guys are military trained.
Yeah.
The NCOs in the group would easily.
Three
be
of
able
us are.
to, yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. The NCOs in the group would easily be able to do the job, while the officer would.
Hey, well, I'll just leave you to it. I'm just going to go sit in the...
He would be directing. Yes, as you continue to
go get some more sticks, would you, boy? Yeah, we need a few more sticks over this side. Go and get some, would you?
I hear him say, pies. You see that? Watch the little soldiers play soldier.
Yeah.
Look at them fetching the wood and hiding the Jeep pies, eh?
Yeah.
They're good little
Actually,
soldiers.
I'm better at fetching sticks. Who's better at fetching sticks then?
considering the stress that he's under, maybe this is a good thing. It's giving him something to focus on. Maybe not.
Every now and again while I'm doing it, and I'm just standing around and I'm dopping it. We walk past Parker. I'm just like, I give him another command to try and give the dog some training. So I'm like, with Parker, see if it'll sit, and then I walk on, and then the next time I go past, I'm like, right, see if it'll lie down, and then every time I go past him, I give him like a new command to see how well the dog is like trained and.
And I wait until he's out of earshot and then go, sit.
So if I see Dottie doing that, then one time when I walk past with some branches, I'm like, "Hey Parker, see if he'll run home." And then I just take the branches.
Okay, and with that, as you conceal the vehicle, it's almost 10:30. We'll take our 10-minute break. So, we are here. You are moving through the wooded area. Now, question, before you kind of head off from the UAZ, did you check the frequency in the UAZ's radio to what you'd noted down from the American Jeep?
What do you mean, sir?
Did you actually turn the frequency on your radio to the frequency?
I think I told.
I think you did.
To do it. Yeah.
You heard that message being repeated on the hour. Exactly the same.
Is it a bit like those weird number stations that you get?
I don't know. I don't listen to weird number station radio stations.
Wow.
Different forecast.
Yeah.
You're no spy.
Actually, that does kind of ring a bell. It's that regular sort of, almost like a shipping forecast sort of thing. So on the hour, you left the radio on, drained a bit of the old battery in the Hummer. In the UAZ, you can regenerate it when you actually get driving again. And yes, it did come up. Probably twice when you checked it. And then the only other thing I need one of you to do is one of you to make a recon roll with +1 to see how well concealed the UAZ is. Sorry, UAZ, not UAZ. I'm not American.
Who wants to make this?
So
recon.
Whoever wants to do it. Maybe.
I'm AD.
I'm BB.
I would say, even if you're not really good at it, but you want to, because you might improve your skill later on. Don't.
Yep.
You doesn't always have to be who's best at it. Whoever wants to, and try to.
Yep.
Oh, I mean, I don't disagree.
Well, one of you make a roll with +1, please. I don't mind who.
I'll do it.
Excellent. Let's see how well you concealed this vehicle. Okay, yeah, fairly well concealed.
Fairly well.
Fairly well concealed. Yeah, you know where it is. You're not going to miss it when you come back. You've made some marks on the local terrain, so you know exactly where you're going. You shouldn't really get lost unless you get lost in the forest. But I'm sure that at least one of you is good at map reading. Now,
before we start walking off, though.
Yep.
Not to be a one-trick pony from other games we play in, but like, should I disable the Jeep so nobody else can drive it away? Take out spark plugs, something that's easily fixed, or do we want to leave it ready to go when we get back?
But
In case we're on the move.
You've got the keys. If someone wants to nick it, they're going to have to hotwire it. But if you take the spark plugs out and you're rushing to that Jeep to get away...
I know,
I mean, the likelihood,
that's what I'm saying.
The likelihood is, if anybody finds it, they're going to just try and take the fuel out of it anyway, right?
you have hidden it fairly well. It's not visible from the road. You succeeded on the recon roll to hide it. And, everything is...
I mean, it's a good point. It is a good point. It's whether or not we're going to need to make a quick getaway, isn't it? That's
the only thing you have to decide on.
How quickly can you put the spark plug back in?
Well, I mean, have to open the bonnet and, screw them back in. Shouldn't take that long. But it's not going to be fast if we're on the move, if we're on the run. Maybe 15 minutes.
So it's more than that episode of Stargate where they're saying, down the gate, as they're shooting away. It might take a little bit longer than dialing the gate.
Yeah, it's much faster than dialing, or much slower than dialing the gate. Yeah.
That reference means nothing to me. But
maybe it will when Brian starts running.
It's much slower walking up to a pedestal and pushing 7 symbols.
Yeah,
and then a central big red button.
Yeah.
So decision.
So yeah,
we're pretty well hidden, aren't we?
All right, that's fine. We'll leave it.
Okay, right. You are fairly well hidden. Okay. You head off, following the tracks into the wooded area and around. And you are not really needing to... They're fairly well visible.
So whoever we left in a hurry. Right?
Whoever you left in a hurry, definitely. But let's have a recon roll, a tracking roll from whoever is in the lead. Who would be leading and doing the tracking? I guess that was Kobe.
I might be.
Okay.
There you go. Let Kobe go for it then.
And while we're doing this, I would just like kind of say, LT, that note you found was probably left for somebody. Might want to spend the extra time to hide our tracks as we're going through and following. But
I mean, that's a good point, but whoever left was in a hurry and probably won't be intending to come back, I guess. Oh, I see what you mean. I see what you mean.
That's okay. Good. Done it.
Second lieutenants, what can you say? Officers, what can you say?
Sorry, it's the fumes from the fuel. All right.
Honestly, it was my fault. I didn't communicate it properly. I didn't speak proper English. English.
You spoke soldier, and the officer didn't hear. It's okay. Kobe, you are leading the group through the forest. And the dog is with you, by the way, Parker. The dog is with you. Yes, the dog is with you. And you are moving through when you just kind of hold the group and you can hear something maybe 30 meters ahead of you. Some whispering. Not in a language you can understand. And
can we hear a radio noise or anything like that?
You can't hear a radio noise.
Oh.
We pull you onto here.
Oh. We has new map.
This is an exciting new development.
And you can just see here a figure, armed, Soviet uniform. They are walking this way, and the tracks are now turning here and going north. Now, Tourec would be this way. The road would be just off the map down there. So they are coming from the east side, which will be roughly southeast will be where Tourec is. Potentially these could be from that convoy that you avoided, or that vehicle you avoided the night before, just before you crashed the Jeep, but you're not certain. But what you do notice is they are armed, and there's definitely more than one of them. You can see 3 of them as they're moving around. They are kind of moving like this.
I kind of indicate that we should take cover behind this rock here. I'm assuming that's big enough to hide us behind, right?
Yep, it is.
If they have a radio and see us, that's going to be a problem.
Okay, let me just roll this. They don't seem to have noticed you. And you managed to take cover, but they are definitely walking this way, or walking towards the track.
East to west, right?
They are east to west, yes. They're coming this way. And they are looking, again, at the tracks.
Oh, so they've seen them. Do they appear to be following the tracks?
The tracks are basically along here. So if I actually, hang on, let's use my art skills.
Okay, here we go.
So the tracks are kind of going like this, and the tracks are kind of going up.
Yeah. So we can step in behind them. They are coming this way,
and it looks like they've seen the tracks and are heading for the tracks. And they're definitely looking at the tracks, and you can see one of them just turns to the other, and they start talking. It sounds like Russian. It's definitely not Polish, and you can just actually make a recon roll, Parker, please. Let's see what you can actually hear.
Yeah. Oh.
That's okay.
Oh.
That's okay. We'll take that. You hear one of them say, "Look, he's over there, the tracks. Why are we seeing tracks here? This is not what we were supposed to be meeting. Let's move. Tracks."
So on hearing Parker say something about getting around behind them,
I'm
going to start heading this way to kind of pull around.
Okay, right.
And get behind them.
Okay. Let's have a mobility roll. From you, please.
Yep.
Uh-oh.
Ooh, I'm gonna push. Push.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Now, mobility is a physical skill, isn't it?
Yep.
So you take a point of damage.
Take a hit. Mm-hmm.
You probably, I don't know, you twist your ankle slightly on a bit of rock or a branch.
Trying to maintain my balance and not make noise. Sure.
Exactly, without dropping your gun or accidentally squeezing the trigger and firing a shot off. They haven't seemed to notice you. In fact, they haven't seemed to notice any of you guys. But they're all kind of looking at the tracks. You can see the rear one is looking north. They're not looking towards the rock where you are. And the front two are... One bends down and starts looking at the tracks. Parker, you hear him say, "American boat. He went north." Yes, duh. You can't see any evidence of radios on them.
Oh, good.
Okay.
Something going in our favour then.
And again, at the moment, they haven't noticed you.
Okay, I kind of just indicate to kind of go around the back end of this rock that we're kind of crouched behind at the moment.
Kobe, could you make a stealth roll, please, from where you are? So a recon roll.
Is it enough, though?
You tell me. Is it enough?
I'd say these are special forces, from what I could tell.
Possibly.
Well, we better hope not if we're going to get into a firefight with them.
I think we're already in the fight.
Kind of funny you should say that. Now I have to work on how to do this.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why Doddy is coming up as character 3. Can you all roll an initiative card from me, please? Those of you have... So you click the initiative card button at the bottom on your action bar. And... wow.
Thank God for Mark.
That's that.
Wait, how are there 2 people with 1?
I know, it's one of those weird things.
Yeah, and you could put me at 2 for sure. It doesn't matter. I just...
Yeah. Okay. All of the Soviets, they roll a 6. Because they roll as a group.
Right.
Okay. And you can see this guy. Alarm! And he just brings up his weapon. And he's pointing in your general direction. Parker.
I'm going to just say out loud in Russian, you're late.
Ooh, okay. I like. Persuasion roll, please.
Okay.
You can speak Russian without a Welsh accent.
Nice.
I have a success.
Okay. You hear, well, I'm gonna show yourself.
Code word.
Reset. It's all in Russian, so the rest of you
Yeah.
don't know what's going on. It's just Parker talking away quite nicely to this guy in Russian.
Repeat.
Reset.
Okay.
Show yourself. We're ready for you.
I'm waiting. I mean, I can't see Rick. Rick's kind of gone out of the way, right? He's
right.
moving out, yeah.
Okay. So, Kobe.
And I'm going to point to Dodd and tell him to kind of go that way, where the same direction that Rick went in.
Okay, right. So, Kobe, what are you doing? You're there. They see you. You are the what caused them to see, and Parker is shouting out. He's made his call. What are you doing?
I'm going to keep basically Overwatch at this point.
Okay, yeah.
I can't speak Russian, so I don't understand a word that's happening.
Yep, okay.
I know the LT's talking to them.
Okay.
So I'm not going to make any other aggressive moves other than, yes, they noticed me. Acknowledge the, yes, they noticed me.
Okay.
But not make any overt offensive actions or aggressive actions.
Okay. Doddy. Are you going to sneak over to where Rick is?
I am doing what I'm told by my superior officer.
Okay, so you've got 2 choices. You can either make a mobility roll, but that's not going to give you any sort of stealth, or you make a recon roll, which is concealing yourself and making yourself go quietly. If you make a mobility roll, you get more successes. You can actually probably get around to here on the map. A stealth roll, recon roll, will get you right to Rick. It's going to give you a little bit of line of fire potentially on these guys, but not a lot.
I would go stealth.
Yeah, we need to go quiet. I'm not good at at that kind of stuff, but I'll try it anyway. Yeah,
make your recon roll.
Yeah, I know I haven't been seen. Do I get any assistance because I've got Rick in front of me, kind of pointing,
no,
telling me where to go?
I'm afraid not. No, it's a nice try. That I like it. Wow!
Nice.
Okay, yeah, you managed to move quite nicely over to Rick, and you can then say to Rick, you can say they're just there, and that gives Rick an idea of where they are. Okay, you can see the Soviets are cautiously, and we're going to stick in initiative order for now. Moving forward. They're not going full hexes, they're just stepping forward ever so slightly. This one, he's got his gun aiming at you, Kobe. He stepped forward, brought his gun up, and he's aiming at you. These two have got their guns at their sides and their AKs at their sides, ready to go. But for them to fire, it will be a quick shot because they're not aiming. Top guy is aiming, so if it goes south, he is the priority target. Is what you're saying is to yourself.
LT, I don't like having guns aimed in my direction. It's like out of the corner of my mouth is right there.
Yeah.
And Rick, what are you doing? See, Dodd has come up to you. He kind of just briefly said, "There's three. They're over there," and you now have a awareness of where they are.
So I point to where I'm standing and at him, and then I move over here.
Okay, make a recon roll as a stealth.
Yep. Recon.
Just a little bit of recon.
Yay!
Ooh.
Oh,
Nice, one success.
Just hope they're not that smart.
Okay.
I love the question marks. It's so stressful.
Okay, yeah. You think you made it over there successfully? Again,
I know I made it over there successfully. We'll see if they notice me.
Oh, yeah. Everything seems okay at the moment.
There's that.
I moved successfully.
Okay, back to Parker.
Okay.
Are you stepping out?
I will step out. Yeah.
Okay. So
Yeah.
this one now is covering both of you.
Yeah.
You can see this one seems to be in charge. He kind of looks you over, and again he goes, "Captain Gerard, good to finally meet you."
About time you showed up.
We were not expecting you here. We're heading to the recon point at the Jeep.
There was an accident.
I hope you're okay.
Absolutely.
You have found them then, yes? We can finally end this.
Well, unfortunately not.
How do you mean? We are after the agents.
Yes.
They have discovered you. We have to finish them off.
Yes.
And my commander insisted that we meet you and complete the mission.
I look down at the tracks.
I take it they went this way. I only see one set of footprints.
Like I said, there was an accident. They were injured. I dealt with the other one.
And that is good, Comrade Captain. But the last one must be taken.
Well, why are we standing around here talking about it then?
You know where they are? Lead on. I did not think you had friends with you. We were not expecting that. Who is your companion?
Let's just say they're a like-minded individual, eh?
We were not aware that more than one of you was activated. This is unexpected.
Well, I guess they don't need to tell you everything, do they?
Of course. So, which way is to the last one then? This is the tracks we follow, yes?
Well, this is where the tracks were heading. I've been following them from the other jeep, yes. And I point in the direction of the tracks where the tracks are heading. They're north.
Can you make a persuasion roll, please?
I would love to try and make a persuasion.
Oh! It is north we go then, Comrade Captain.
Yes. And I bend down to kind of do my shoelace up and see if they move off north first ahead of me, which is what I'm hoping.
This guy is lowered his weapon down to his side.
Yeah.
This guy moving up here, but the guy you were talking to is
still waiting.
He's lowered his weapon. In fact, he's swung his weapon over his shoulder. He looks like he's waiting for you.
Okay, and I just turn to Kobe. I just go, Kobe.
What the? And Kobe, I've known you for 3 days, and now you're speaking fluent enough Russian. And
this isn't the first time you've heard him speak Russian.
No, I know you speak Russian, and I've heard you speak with townsfolk in different levels of success. But now you sound, based on the roles that I see, so impressively Russian. I'm a little bit nervous, but I don't feel I have much choice. And I know that there's still Dottie and Grayson
just to make it easier for you, I guess I will kind of say, these are the men we were expecting.
Okay. I'll get up. I'll follow you, but I think I'm going to kind of at this point stay behind the LT.
That's a good idea.
I'll cover the rear LT. You tell them that I'm covering the rear, and they're going to see when I have my weapon. It's the M4 with the M203, so the grenade launcher underneath. I'm covering the rear. You know, that's you can tell from my voice that's non-negotiable.
You can see this guy here, LT.
Uh-oh.
Comrade Captain, what is this? And you see he starts. He is not what he thinks. And he starts pulling his gun.
I shoot him.
Yeah, I just say, we've got you covered, boy. I'd drop it if I were you.
Doddy is... Actually, we'll say... okay. Doddy and Rick, effectively, you were in Overwatch, I assumed, with weapons aimed.
Yep.
Okay, you can both take a shot each. We'll do Doddy first if he wants to fire. Or are you holding?
No, I'm definitely... When I see the gun... Yeah, when I see the gun getting pulled back off the shoulder, that's the trigger. Okay. I'm just like, no, you don't. No, you don't. I don't understand the word it's saying, but that's a weapon. That's going for a weapon, so that definitely is triggered.
Nice try, by the way, Jake. Nice try. So you said LT.
That's him. Had to do the whole. It's Captain. All right.
When did you get promoted?
Okay, Doddy. Target and shoot.
Oh, target and shoot. Hang on.
Click the attack roll. Yeah.
Hang on. No. Right click. I'm not able to click anything. Hang on.
Click the attack button.
Just on the combat tab.
Hang on. I know why.
Oh.
Hang on. Give me a second. This is me because we swapped.
Yeah.
It's just one of those.
Yeah.
Right, you should be able to now click the attack button now.
There we go.
Shoot him.
Okay, let's do it.
Yay!
Nice.
Wow.
Center mass into the torso. Okay, I take it it's this guy here you're shooting. That's the only one you can see. Yeah, you hit him into the torso. He nudges back. It's not a serious wound, but yes, you've winged into the torso. Definitely not down. It's definitely not down. Okay, Grayson, Rick. Which one are you aiming for?
Same guy.
Same guy. Okay. Smart move.
Gear. M16. Attack.
Nice.
Whoa.
Boom.
Oh.
That's gonna hurt in the morning, son.
Very nice. Okay, so that is 2, plus you had an extra success, so that is 3 damage. Okay, he drops down to one knee as you again impact into his torso area. He's not down, but he's definitely bleeding and definitely badly wounded. But he is there. I'm going to have him make a roll. Okay. He doesn't panic under fire. The 2 shells, the 2 slugs impact into him. He kind of drops down onto one knee, and he is, unfortunately, he's going to be shooting straight at Parker, but he's going to get a minus because he was not aiming. It's a quick shot. But I'm sorry, Parker, he's aiming at you. Let's hope we don't kill you, because the dog will be devastated if we kill you in this.
That's right. The dog's my next character, mate.
The dog's your next character. Okay, you're gonna go around. You're gonna go around pissing on everything, are you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Kind of what Parker does, to be fair.
That is true. Right. Okay, he is aiming at you. Oh my fucking god! I got to show you this, because this is just showing that.
I'd appreciate that.
Oh wow!
Oh my
Parker
god!
is leading a charmed life. When you,
No, you say that. There are still 2 guys that haven't fired
there is still 2 guys left. When you roll a double 1 and you get 2 1s,
yeah.
his gun jams.
Oh no!
And you literally. Okay.
Yep. We'll take it.
You take it. Top guy is also shooting at you, Parker.
I don't know what my character has done to deserve this hatred, to be honest.
You're the face man. You're effectively the persuasion tank.
Yeah.
You are
Pay
the
attention to me.
I'm going to persuade these bullets to not hit me.
Okay. This round hits you.
Ow.
Do you have any armor in your chest?
I have a flak jacket on.
You have a flak
Nice.
jacket on.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay. So you are going to take 1 point of damage. The flak jacket
Ouchies.
absorbs a point of damage. So
Okay.
you feel the shell impact into the chest, knocks you slightly, and you feel that bruising on your chest.
Yep.
The other guy is taking now. His colleague down here is on one knee. He is shooting at Yuko, and it is again for him. It's a quick shot as well, as he wasn't aiming. Oh. Okay. His shot rings out and catches you in probably your left arm. You have no armor on your left arm, do you?
I do not.
You do not. You take 2 points of damage as the bullet grazes into your arm. Okay. So, Rick, you've had your action. You went before the special forces. Back to the start of the turn. So, Evan.
So I'm going to be... I've seen that Kobe's been shot. I kind of want to push him down into cover.
Okay.
I've only got one hand free at this point because I'm doing that. So I'm grabbing for the pistol.
Yeah, okay.
And I'm ducking into cover and shouting, "Drop your weapons, we got you surrounded!" in Russian to these guys.
Okay. Make a mobility roll with -1 because you're shoving Kobe into cover as well.
Okay. That didn't go so well.
That didn't go so well. and with that, can you make a persuade? A command roll this time.
Command. Yes.
Command roll.
I'm not great at this either.
Unfortunately, it's going to be a -1 as well.
Okay. Perfect. Oh!
Nice.
Okay. Fortunately, that is the absolute obvious that we have you surrounded because their companion is already down.
Yeah.
But now, these two are kind of now looking around at where the bullets have come from. This guy, you can see, is looking like he's ready to make a move to the right. Let me just check something a second.
That's okay. I just want them to stop shooting, really.
Love the attempt at avoiding the combat. I think that is so Parker. It is so Evan Parker. Okay. Right. Okay. Kobe, what are you doing? Parker has just kind of shoved you into your injured arm.
Yeah. Get in there.
But bear in mind... Oh, hang on. Sorry. We haven't done much combat. I must check this. I need to check whether you actually drop your gun or not.
Okay.
I have this... Okay, no. I can't see it. We'll say, no, you haven't dropped your gun. You can still use it. Hey! Ty! Good to see you, sir. Right. So, yeah, you're freely able to shoot back. The damage you've taken so far, it's that sort of minor wounds, injuries. Only when we get critical hits that you have a real big problem. So you can use your arms. What are you doing?
Well, I saw the LT get shot in the chest, and I got hit. No time to play around. I'm going to waste a huge resource. And just as when I was showing them the M203 to be very,
please don't miss,
persuasive, let's say, I'm going to fire off an HE round at them. I will use slow action to aim and then fire off an HE round and make it count. I'm going to try to get all three of them.
Before you make that decision, you can't get all three of them. You have to target a hex. So
I see.
Target this hex.
Right.
And then it will do most damage to them. Now. The thing with grenades And let's just have a look. Just again, because we haven't used these grenades before.
Okay.
Okay. So your grenade, if it hits them, you're going to be okay. It's only going to take out these two. It has a D blast effect. If it had an A blast effect, the A would be in that hex, B would be in that hex, or in this hex, C would be in this hex, so they could all take damage. It's a D effect, so it's only going to affect these two. If you wanted to give it a go, you are more than welcome to try. Bear in mind, though, that it is a one-shot thing, so you've probably got one grenade that you can use. So this is going to empty out.
Yeah, it's one in the chamber. Yes,
there's one in the chamber. Okay,
it has to be reloaded.
It has to be reloaded.
I understand. Okay,
you actually looking at that. You've actually got some spares, so that's okay. Right. Yeah. Okay. So make an attack roll. Range combat. Is it going to be heavy weapons or range combat? That is a very good question. I think it's a heavy weapon skill, but I want to check. I said it's the first time we've used this.
Just don't shoot the rocket in front of you with it.
Yeah, just don't please don't miss, because it will scatter.
Right. So if it is heavy weapons,
I do not want it to scatter.
I'll opt not for heavy weapons at this point, just not to complicate things and roll one.
No, I say do it. I say do it.
Definitely.
Those two are untouched, so if you can take both of them out.
We're going to say...
As long as it doesn't land in our hex, we're all right.
Yeah, I mean, if it misses, then it would scatter one hex away. So it could end up hitting this guy, which will get that guy, you know. So theoretically, it's not going to... We're just going to make a flying call. We're going to say it's going to be range combat.
Okay.
For now.
Well, if I just click...
If you click on it, yes. Yes,
it'll adjudicate it for us.
It will. Yeah. It will. You're right.
Okay. I'm curious. I'm keen to find out.
Yes.
But
pew
that
pew.
Didn't do it.
Big boom.
And that did. Oh, sorry. I see. Now I roll that attack. Let's see.
Okay. It missed.
Boom, bang, a bang. Boom, bang, a bang.
Oh, shit.
Okay. Can you roll a d6, please? 1 is the top, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. It's going to go off in this hex here.
Yes.
And it is... it will have a chance of doing damage to him. So, what we are going to do is I'm going to find a table.
Exciting, isn't it? I feel the tension.
The grenade explodes in this square here. This guy takes some shrapnel wounds, but it doesn't take him out. This guy, when seeing it, is grenade! And he kind of just doesn't dive to the ground, but he is. And this guy, I'm going to have him make a roll. Because someone's fired a grenade at him, and we're going to not be specific on the rules, but if I have a grenade thrown launched at me, I'm going to shit myself. He doesn't shit himself. He just kind of ducks down, taking some wounds. Okay.
Oh, if only he'd dived on it to save his comrades.
Body. you have a fast and a slow action, so you can aim and then fire.
That is what Doddy does, and he's going to continue on the target that he started with.
Okay.
And he's going to take another another shot. He'll take that.
Ooh,
Beautiful.
headshot.
Beautiful headshot.
In the napper. Yeah.
In the napper. So he takes two damage. Okay, this one. Well, all I can say to him is the pain and devastation that your shell, your fine English L85A1 assault rifle, superbly doesn't jam on you, fires, hitting him straight in the head, and you can see he goes down. He is dead. Dead.
Jim. Sorry.
Down. Lovely. Okay.
Can I move?
Yeah, you can make a move. You can move a maximum of 1 hex without rolling.
I'm going to move.
You can move from this hex into this
up
hex.
into,
or
I want to move
there.
up, and I want to be kind of round so I can see round the rock.
Yep.
But I've got the cover.
You've got a
and I
little
want
bit of cover. That's okay. That's fine. Okay, so we have lost one of the Soviet Special Forces people that are there. This guy here, who didn't take any damage, is now aiming and shooting at Evan.
They don't know where we are.
They don't know where you are.
Me and Dottie just commando jungling it up, leaving you guys exposed. This is great. This is the best kind of firefight to be in.
I think a promotion's in
For
order.
Rick and Dottie. Uh-oh. Strain looks pleased.
Okay.
Show it off. Let us see the horror.
Do you really want to see the horror?
Yep.
I don't know, do I?
Oh yeah.
Ooh.
Oh, man.
Ooh. Oh.
Okay, that's pretty horrific.
Ooh.
Ooh. Oh.
You take 5 points of damage.
-1.
I don't think Parker's gonna survive this.
Well, you go down to 0.
Well, I'm at minus, actually.
You are at minus, and therefore we have to do. And also, it is a critical hit
Yeah.
because the crit value of the weapon is 3, and the damage done to you is 5.
Yes.
Well, we are going to roll. Was it a torso? It was a torso.
It
hit,
was a
wasn't it?
torso
hit.
yeah.
So it's -1 damage, right?
Yes, he does have a chest piece, so that puts you on 0, doesn't it?
Supposed to be on -1.
Okay. Well, including you were on.
I took 5 points, taking 4 points damage. I had 3 hits left because I
Right,
just got
okay.
hit.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
yeah.
Your armor, by the way, is useless now. It will not protect you any further.
I don't think that's going to matter. Something tells me that that's not going to matter.
Well,
You'll
we
be
are
fine.
we
I'll
are
come patch you up. You'll
We are
just be
gonna let the
horribly
dice decide.
wounded.
Ooh.
Yep. All right. That's fixable, maybe.
Oh, indeed. Okay. So
Okay, guys, I got 18 days. Remember, we're only on day 3.
hey, yes, it is a nasty, nasty shot.
And that was just the first Soviet, wasn't it? Oh,
And
God.
Jake is out there on the screen. He's got his Twilight 2000 book out, and he's looking. What are we going to do? Is he going to survive?
I want
Is he
to
gonna
know
survive?
medical
See?
aid. What will medical aid do? Like, what can I do with medical aid?
I've got 18 days. It's fine.
You've got
The
18
reading
days.
glasses are on.
We've got about another year of gameplay before I even come close to dying. It's fine.
Okay, so you guys you guys see, and let's just.
Jake, do you have a med kit?
I do, but
I wasn't
getting
able
it
to
out-
see. Sorry, I wasn't able to see that card you pulled. I had an error.
Oh, you had an error. Basically, he goes down to -1. He took a critical hit to the chest, and he has internal bleeding. And it's 18 days to heal. But we'll look at healing later. But yes, you do see, and we're putting you down as prone. And yes, you go down, and yeah, you kind of lose consciousness. Angie,
Fight through it. Fight through the pain.
Parker got shot, and
Yeah,
he's got
it's
internal
fine.
bleeding. He's probably going to die. But don't worry. If he's
Die.
anything like your
He'll be
Warhammer
fine.
character, there was 25,000 Soviet troops there.
Uh-huh.
Long story.
Don't worry, Rick will get Parker back up.
Okay. Right, there is one more. One more. The injured Soviet is going to. He's actually going to.
It was only the LT.
Yes, it's only the LT. It's only the LT. Good one, Dave. Do you want to come in and replace him, Dave? Okay. The guy there, he is going to see if he can identify where the shooting come from. Flipping heck! I've got to show you this because it don't get rolls like this. And he spots where you
One of us,
are.
right?
He spots where... Actually, can we have both Doddy and Rick make a recon roll, please?
That could have been better, you know. Oh my god!
Okay.
That didn't need to be.
We're going to take it that he sees Rick. He is going to do a quick shot because he was looking. He didn't aim at you.
Rick,
I
that was
block it with
basically
a
an
giant
assist for
rock
Dottie
behind.
to hide.
That's with a -1.
Oh no.
I can take it. I can take it.
Oh no! His face.
LT's not getting healed.
Not. Maybe not.
Hey,
Oh, okay.
Throw it up. How bad
Show us
is
the
it?
horror.
You take
Ooh, to the leg. Yeah, I
points
can't
of-
block that.
damage to your leg.
3 to the leg. I'm down.
3 to the left, and you're down.
Yep. I am also at -1.
Andrew, we said we were going to run this campaign for a while. Well, we might need to roll some new players. I did say combat was deadly in this.
It is deadly. Yeah, that's
we
fine.
didn't want to get into combat. I tried to avoid it.
Right, I'm
The map was there.
He had the map prepared.
I got to reroll that because I clicked the wrong.
Does my leg get blown off?
Are you pulling punches?
No, I'm not. I actually clicked the head.
Yeah, don't pull punches.
Oh,
Crushed ankle. That sounds wonderful.
that
I can't
sounds.
see the card for some reason, but
Not the one you drive with, don't worry.
It's good job we've got an automatic.
Basically, gives you can't run. Mobility is -2.
okay.
You just you go down.
I mean, that's annoying because you can't even walk it off, mate.
That's right.
I'll put you there. I'll put the crushed ankle on there. You get knocked off your feet. We'll say you're not unconscious because it's just your ankle, but it hurts like hell.
All right.
Okay. Rick. You can attempt to return fire.
Can I from the ground? Well, I guess, yeah.
I'm gonna let
Technically,
you
I'm
return.
prone.
It's going to be a -2 because you're quick firing and you're on the ground.
Let me pull up my gun here. Here we go.
Oh, you know, Rick, Brian, you can drag that card onto your character sheet, by the way. That crushed ankle thing.
I've already done it. I've done it.
Oh, you've done it? Okay.
I've done it, yeah.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, nice. I didn't know. We're gonna go
because we want that
full rate of fire.
Okay.
Modifier -2, you say?
-2, yeah.
All right. Roll it up.
That's a lot of dice. Where did all those dice come from?
He's basically expanded 20 rounds.
I went to full auto. Yeah.
No,
Okay. Okay. So you got a base. So who are you hitting first? Were you hitting this guy first?
The one who's closest, yeah.
The one that's closest. Okay.
I was spraying like kind of straight down the line.
Yeah. So he is going to take 2 points of damage to his head. Okay, now you've got an extra ammo dice, which, if memory serves me, means an extra hit. You can have it on the second one. So that can go on to the second
we'll do agent.
That. Yep. And he takes 1 point of damage. You fire 20 shots. Okay.
And it looks like my sheet tracked that. It did.
It should do. Yes, it should do. Okay. Well, things have really gone hell in a handbasket today. Evan, you are down. You are out. You're unconscious.
I got the blues so bad.
You got the blues bad. Kobe, there are still 2 Soviet soldiers up. They have both been hit and both taken a few hits. One has been working at shooting towards either Kobe or probably sorry, not Kobe, at Grayson. And yes, you did hear him cry out. So he's been hit. So you put the LT down.
I cried out manly, like
you cried out manly. I've been hit. Yes, I hit. Oh, I hurt.
Oh, shot.
No, don't. I've been shot. It's just a flesh wound. I've got another leg. Okay, so
medic. I'm the medic.
You are the medic,
right?
Yeah. Okay, so Parker is down. You don't know if he is dead or not.
Yeah,
you don't know, but you have 2 threats that could potentially kill you.
Take out the threats first, then tend to the dead. Okay. I mean, so wounded. Yeah. Okay. I will take an aimed shot at I believe the first one in line, the one that like kind of turned around and shot towards Dottie. I want to kind of keep him
Okay. Before we do that, I'm a terrible GM. Totally terrible GM. We're going to say something. Suddenly, the dog, who was hidden somewhere on the rock,
he's a trained medic,
comes running out, and he will protect his friend.
No, don't shoot the dog!
Because you've befriended the dog. The dog will do anything because you fed it and looked after it. The dog, and I haven't got a token with the dog, he's going and he charges at the first Soviet soldier here. And he is going up and he is going to try and attack the Soviet. I should have had him go last round, but I forgot the dog. Let's get the Mutt's character.
How did you forget Taco?
I know, because you thought of him as food.
I mean, taco or pies, it makes no difference. He's edible, right?
And do you know what really is bad? Is I actually have the character sheet for the dog done.
Yeah!
Yes! Here I come to save the day!
Ooh, careful, Strain. Andrew's going to kick you out.
Yes! Would that mean I don't need to do any more Twilight? Or do any more cheating, Angie? Oh, please! Okay, he actually hits. Let me do that again. I'm gonna because I clicked the wrong thing. Ah!
Let us see the doggo's
It was
rolls.
Dodd. He didn't roll Dodd. He rolled Dodd. Dodd ran up and bit the guy.
It was a success. It was a success. The dog goes up and it bites. And the dog, seeing his new master go down, is going to push it as well.
Oh, real good.
And that is... hang on. I've got to show you the push. You saw the attack.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
It's gone for the legs as well.
So now this soldier is going to get
Gone for the
rabies.
legs.
I mean, it makes sense he goes for the legs.
30 days, it will die.
And this dog, protecting its new master, does 2 points of damage to a Soviet soldier who has 2 health.
Oh.
You can see the dog goes in. And unfortunately, Parker, you don't see this.
Of course not.
But Kobe, you see the dog bite into the Soviet soldier's leg right up by his groin. Catching the artery, blood comes spurting out all over the dog, and the dog is there. The Russian, and he drops.
Wow.
Now we don't need to feed the dog for a few days.
And Grayson didn't want to keep him in the first place, so I'm thinking if this dog could drive and give first aid.
The Soviet, as he dies, because he did push, as he dies, you see the dog just going down, and it's unpleasant. That leaves you with one trooper left.
Shoot him, Kobe.
Down to you, Kobe. This shot
Headshot. You can do it.
means everything. Now, if you want to, you can aim for a location.
Yeah, this will definitely be aimed.
Okay. Are you going for aiming for a location or just aiming? Because it'd be a
Aiming, not
Okay,
aiming
that's
for
fine.
location. Aiming,
go for it.
yeah.
Just aim. So yeah, you don't get any minuses then.
And I believe that means I go here.
Wow.
Okay. You fire a shot. She should have unloaded a load of ammo. You fire a shot, and it does 2 points of damage. You hit him in his arm, and but he's not down.
You shot me in the arm.
He's hurt
And
now.
he is.
Do they have a
unfortunately.
chance of losing weapons?
Yes, they do. I'm going to make a roll for him.
Okay.
I am going to make a roll for him. Don't worry. Then I have to decide whether he's going to try and. Yeah, I hate to say it.
If I look worried, it's only also because of excitement, so don't worry.
Okay, let him.
I'm concerned he's going to shoot the dog. Thinking the dog's got a gun or
But
something.
that's why I didn't lob a grenade again. You see, I want to protect the dog.
Oh, Rick's not going to be happy if he hears you say that.
Okay, he doesn't.
You had another grenade and you didn't use it?
He
I
doesn't.
have to
Save the
spend an action to
dog?
load it.
Yeah, it's an action to load it. Actually, it's either a short or a long action, depending on the ranged combat roll you make. Okay, he doesn't drop his gun. Okay, you fired at him. Okay, okay. I'm going to roll a d6. 1 to 3, he's going to shoot you, Jake. 4 to 6, he's going to shoot the dog. It's a 1. He's going for you. He's going for the medic. Sorry. Okay, he hits your leg. You take 2 points of
All
damage.
leg day. Except for when it's torso day.
Yeah.
He shoots you in the leg. You don't go down, do you? You're okay.
How many?
Tell me you don't go down, Jake.
How many health? do you
sorry.
have?
You to the leg.
2 points
To the leg?
2 points of damage to the leg.
Yeah, no, I'm still at 1 hit capacity left.
Thank gosh.
yay.
Okay. And do you know what? You know what is really, really crazy? It is down now to Doddy, who's next. Steady, Doddy.
It says Doddy has won pretty much World War III by himself.
Doddy is.
I'm not concerned.
A warrior, a born warrior.
This is it. Yeah.
It's his L85. It's a British weapon.
That's right. It's a British weapon firing British bullets.
Ba, 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 ba.
He's the only one standing, hasn't been hit.
There is one standing. He has taken some damage, and Doddy hasn't taken any damage. There's one Soviet soldier left. If you don't kill him, the dog might kill him.
How far away? How far can Doddy run and then get closer? And does that improve the range or the chance of shock? Can he charge?
Your range is okay. Your range, I think, on your L85 is 5 hexes.
Okay.
Yeah, you're at short range, I would imagine.
Yeah, okay. Right.
Doddy wants to rush over and lift the guy up above his head.
He wants to pull out his knife and stab him. He wants to go man on man. He wants to take
if I had a functioning leg, I might charge with the axe, but that's out of the picture.
Yeah, okay. I'll now rate of fire. Can I do anything that increases the rate of fire so I do more shots?
Yeah, you just move the slider up.
Move the slider along.
But again, that's going to cost you a lot of bullets.
Yeah.
I went all the way to 6, and it was 20 rounds.
Rate of fire.
For the M16.
It's not like bullets are rare or anything.
So what does it mean if I go to 1? It just fires an extra...
It fires an extra couple of rounds. It depends on the successes on generates how many it does actually use.
Okay, I'll do that. But
there's a chance of additional hits.
Yes.
Yeah, I'll put it there. And I'll roll. That looks good.
No additional hits.
Yeah, see that used 5 rounds of ammunition.
Yeah. Can I push?
But they're British rounds. So
can I push it?
If you want to push it, yes, you can push it.
And get exactly the same.
At exactly the same.
Oh well.
You do take 1 point of damage.
I use less ammo, I suppose.
Actually, no. So let's ignore that. Knock the reliability of a weapon down by 1. So your weapon has a reliability.
Yeah.
Knock it down by 1. Okay, and you do 2 damage to him. Okay, he is knocked down fully. I'm going to make him make a coolness under fire roll.
That's all right. It just means that his throat is exposed to the dog. Yeah.
He rolls a 6 for his coolness under fire. He gets 1 success.
Good.
He's fine.
Nice.
And the dog. And
let him have a taste of it.
The mutt is going for. The dog hits.
Yes!
The dog is your savior.
The dog.
The dog bites.
Pulls him down by the arms.
Grabs his arm. Brings him down. And, in D&D you say, how do you want to do this? Well, the dog rips his freaking arm off.
Damn right he does.
Absolutely just wastes him.
And then beats him to death with it.
He does rip the arm off.
Nice.
And the gun drops to the ground. And you hear some birds just flying off out of the trees as the echoes of the gunshots and silence erupts in the forest.
You still talking?
Kobe, you look around. You see the LT there. Blood all over his chest. Doddy, you kind of just hear Grayson's moans from round the rock.
Manly.
And
Oh yeah, Manly. On the plus side, my
Manly.
Saturdays are now free.
So I don't know the condition of Rick. We just got out of fire. I'm gonna scream out, Rick, change your magazine and get here right now. The LT needs us. And I'm gonna like dive onto the LT and try to stop the bleeding.
Can't walk.
Doddy's making his way around. What happened? Oh shit.
Yeah, shit is right.
okay.
I'll start to take out my first aid kit in the meantime to prepare for Dottie when he gets here. But if he's not, I may have to make a roll.
I'm gonna help Grayson up.
Okay, you help Grayson up.
Can you walk on that?
I can walk on my other leg, but this one, not so much.
Technically, it's not walking; it's more hopping.
Aye.
Basically, you've crushed your ankle. You've got some bone damage. You have -2 mobility, so all of your mobility checks will be affected by that. You are going to need some time to heal, but I think that the priority is going to be the internal bleeding.
Yes.
Which is a lethal.
Can I do anything for him with my injury?
Yes, because it's not mobility.
Okay. Okay.
But Kobe's first on the scene. So Kobe, have you got first and foremost? Have you got a med kit with you?
I have. Let me just check here. I thought I saw one, but let me just check quickly. I, in fact, do not have a med kit with me.
Parker does.
Okay.
No, he doesn't. No, he doesn't.
Yeah, the farm girl gave
I
you a
gave
med
it
kit.
to you. I gave it to you.
Oh,
Yeah.
did you?
Yes,
It's
he
not
did.
on my
You
sheet.
used it last.
No, it's not on your sheet, but yeah, he gave it to you.
Okay.
Okay, so yeah.
Oh, when I do have a personal med kit. Yeah.
Well, there you go. Right, you have the person, so you can rip it out of his pack. Delete it off your sheet, Mark, just in case you survive. And let's have a medic roll. Who's going to make it?
But depends.
Go ahead,
if
Jake. You're there.
Rick is going to take too long and I'm there, then I'll make it. Somebody has to make it.
I can walk over there.
Yeah, make
This is
a
the whole thing
mobility
again.
roll, Rick. Make a mobility roll.
We use the term walk very loosely here.
Now, the critical injury should have a minus on your roll when you come up, so make the mobility roll. You need to get at least
Yeah, the
one
minus
success.
is listed there.
Yeah,
Can I help him get over? By
go on, re-roll it, mate. Re-roll it. Just ignore that. Roll it again. Add a +1 for Bloody
okay.
helping you.
Nope.
Okay. Kind of make it to there. You can hear Kobe rather, that they are coming, but he needs treatment fast. It's down to you.
All right. So
Yeah, make that roll, Jake.
I don't even know like what transpired here. I don't speak Russian. I'm like, keep an eye out. I'm gonna have to deal with the LT. I don't know if there are more friends of theirs coming or something. We got to be aware.
Dad, go
make
check
the
their
medic
bodies,
roll.
see if they have med kits or anything that can help us. Ooh, no!
Oh no!
Push it!
I'm pushing.
Push it!
I'm pushing. I'm pushing because it's only a stress thing, right? It's a stress thing.
It's stress for
stress
you,
thing.
yes. It's not good enough.
Oh, that was off the
Well,
line.
yeah, the one doesn't go away. That was a chance to re-roll the 6, and that just did not happen.
Look,
All right, I take one-
it does mean that I don't have to carry on doing the Welsh accent.
It could potentially mean you don't need to carry on doing the Welsh accent. Well,
Do I have to get my reading glasses again?
Things are getting serious.
and I think
Rick!
on that bombshell
Doesn't look good.
Right.
at 10 to midnight, we'll leave it right there. Right, here we go. The time is here, the decision time. Did Lieutenant Parker survive? Can Grayson stabilize him? Let's have that roll.
All right. Medical aid.
We're not on stream, there's no pressure.
No pressure.
Combat medic
Tons of
does
pressure.
not help with critical injury stabilization,
Nope.
but I do have stress to spend if need be for a push.
Okay.
So here we go. First roll. We are going to push. Oh no!
Despite your best efforts, Second Lieutenant Parker expires. He passes away. The Welsh lands cry out for their fallen son.
So the next session is going to start with Grayson just kneeling dejected by his body, just utterly defeated because one of Grayson's goals is to get everybody home.
Yep. Well, we have learnt that our fallen comrade, Second Lieutenant Evan Parker, passed away on this night. Shot to death. Shot death. Dead. 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 For he is dead. And we shall go on without him. Thank you.